Welcome back, YouTube. Today we got the critical drinker at it again. So for those who don't know, I'm gonna fill y'all in. We're gonna do a little fill in right quick. For those who don't know, Disney is doing this whole Snow White thing. There was some leaked images came out, and Disney came out and said they're fake because of the whole, Snow White not being like silky white skin and dark black hair or whatever. And I already know this movie finna be a flop. And Disney's trying so hard to say it's fake, and a lot of people are trying to. They can try to cover it up because somebody actually leaked it out, but a lot of people say no, it's real. It is real. It's very, very, very real. But I don't know. But we'll see what the critical trigger have to say about it.
I'm beginning to believe that Disney are experiencing some kind of corporate survivor's guilt for all the money they've made over the years and have resolved to do everything in their power to correct that mistake.
Yep.
Whether it's tanking every single brand under their umbrella, or getting into ridiculous political battles they can never hope to win, or releasing flop after flop that have burned through hundreds of millions of dollars, it feels like the company is conducting its very own Viking funeral on itself while it's still alive.
Hey, somebody let me know what that somebody let me know where that's from so I can use that as one of my Street Fighter Rage videos. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something after that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I completely agree with the drinker. I don't know what Disney's planning on doing. It's like at this point, it's like somebody's inside of the boat. Like, let's say I was the captain, right? I'm in the captain, and I got a big giant yacht. The yacht is literally Disney's yacht. Like, it's like the whole facility of the company is Disney yacht with their IPs and everything on it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. It's like somebody, the captain is in there. It's like, I don't care about my career no more. We just gonna sail ahead full throttle and just crash this until we all gonna look. What's that? How the marriage thing goes? Anybody know how the marriage when you get married they tell you your vows and stuff, and to death do us part. It's like Disney is like married to the people, and then like to death do us part. Y'all gonna watch us crash and sink this motherfucker. That's what they're doing. That's literally what they're doing.
And since they've more or less run out of ideas for new things to create, they've decided to pilfer their back catalogue of classic animated movies with a series of soulless, cynical, cash grab live action remakes. The problem is that the first few films actually did pretty well at the box office, so they've decided to put the brakes on their latest project with an unnecessary race swap of the main character, rewriting and undermining the core themes of the story to make it acceptable for modern audiences.
Which is crazy, which I don't know why Disney is doing all this woke shit. Like, can I take y'all down the memory lane for a second? So when I was a kid, I hated school. I'm pretty sure we all hated elementary school. You get picked on, people get bullied, harassed you, all that good stuff, right? And I could have sworn every time I came home from school, if my memory serves me correct, when I came home from school, well, what took me out of that pain was when I came home, cut my TV on, and the first thing I saw was Kim Possible, That's So Raven, Hannah Montana, I think, but that was obviously, y'all know who Hannah Montana is. That's Miley Cyrus. She used to have her own TV show on Disney. Corey in the House, Lilo and Stitch. Disney has some great animation shows too. I have to look them all up. But I know it was one with the dog and the bunny, which was funny. That Ryan hit the plane. Bars! They had some more shows too. Mickey Mouse, obviously. What else they had? They had a lot. I have to look at Disney shows when I was a kid because I remember watching every single. Oh, they had American Dragon. They had so much stuff, y'all. It is crazy. I hate to see Disney go this. I tell y'all what, I'm gonna look it up while I listen to the critical drinking, and I'm gonna give my opinion whenever he says something. But I'm gonna look up the shows that Disney had, and I can tell you all the shows I watched when I was a kid, when Disney had.
And hammering it all
And I'm
home
pretty
with
sure I
what I
could
can only
just look
describe
up
as the
That's So
single
Raven.
worst collection of sounds ever recorded by human technology in all of history.
Remember my song in the swamp when I was like, wham, chicka, wham, wham, chicka, wham.
Yep. First thing that popped up. That's
And they look set to
2003.
repeat this not-so-winning formula with their next live-action remake, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Oh wait, sorry, Snow White and the Seven Magical Diverse Gender Non-Conforming Vertically Challenged Creatures.
Thank you.
The thing is, Snow White is a bit of a special one for the Disney
Yeah, it was called-
Corporation because it
so,
was their very first...
I pulled them up, right? So Disney had, Zack and Cody was one of them. Zack and Cody was sorry, Zack and Cody, Sweet Life on Deck. They had the Proud Family. Oh man, I miss the Proud Family, dude, on Disney. Oh my god, bro, I was loving that show. I was watching it 24/7 when I came from school. The show they had called Pearl Kings. I don't know what happened to this show. Somebody let me know what happened to Pearl Kings. So I think they had like some big issue or like they got sued or something. Because when I was trying to look for that show, I could never find it nowhere. If y'all know what I'm talking about, Pearl Kings, it was a really, really good show. And it like completely disappeared off the face of the earth. Like I can't find it. No, I don't even think Disney owns the rights to it. I couldn't find it anywhere. If y'all don't know what Pearl Kings is, just type in Pearl Kings. You'll know what it is once you see the picture. They had iCarly, Reason Waverly Place, High School Musical. Where's they cartoon? What is they cartoon shows that I look at? Disney animation shows. They had Recess, American Dragon, Kit Batos was kind of good. What else they had? Obviously, we know Mickey Mouse. Phineas and Ferb was kind of fire. New School. Hold on, I can't see the name of it. Oh, it's called Cusco, the Emperor New School. I remember that show. Okay, I know what that is. Because they used to come on like early in the morning, if I think about it. Proud Family. Gargoyles. Disney had Gargoyles? Huh. All right, Disney. I see y'all on that one. Let me go back. Because they put up the new stuff. I'm talking about the year 2000, what Disney had. We looking for the old school. Yeah, Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, Kim Possible, That's So Raven, Proud Family, Super Robot Monkey Team before Force Go, Kid versus Cat, Lilo and Stitch. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, this generation don't know. They don't know y'all. But gotta be some more. They had way more than this. I'm sorry, I just have to look up this list. This is when Disney was the great. Like if I had my setup that I have now, when we was coming up, I would do reactions and reviews to all these shows if I had a time machine. And you guys it would be on my channel forever. Channel for Dave the Barbarian. I remember that show. That show was funny. The Emperor New School. Okay, yep, I was right. It was called that. Oh, the show with the dog and the rabbit was called Birdie and Mr. Whiskers. Birdie and Mr. Whiskers. That's what it was called. That was a good show. American Dragon. American Dragon was fired. Lilo and Stitch, obviously. Phineas and Ferb. Impossible. Who's number one? Proud Family. They had some more though, but these are just the top picks that Google pulled up. Let's see. Oh yeah, they had way more than this. Little Mermaid, Goofy, yup. They had a lot of stuff. Man, I feel old.
First feature-length
feel so
animated
old.
movie made by Walt himself way back in 1937. Taking its inspiration from a 19th century German fairy tale by the Brothers Grimm, it tells the story of a
I
beautiful
miss
young
American
woman who gets
Dragon,
betrayed
dude.
by her evil
I would
stepmother
come home and
and
watch
eventually
American
takes
Dragon
refuge in a
every
forest
day.
with 7 dwarfs who give her shelter and protection. And when the evil stepmother comes back to finish the job, they risk their lives to defend her, until eventually she gets found by the handsome prince and brought back to life with a true love's kiss. It was a timeless story of betrayal, friendship, loyalty, sacrifice, and the redeeming power of love. And adjusted for inflation, it's still the highest grossing animated film of all time, and one of the most important movies in the history of cinema. Now, call me
And it's
crazy
crazy
if you...
because I feel like this is what I think what happened. I feel like the Walt Disney, when he passed away or died, I feel like he had them folks sign a contract that they won't destroy his while he was alive. And the next couple of years, that contract expired or something or whatever, or somebody torn it up or buried it or something, got rid of it. It's like, yeah, I'm running things here. And it's mostly his kids, his children. From what I heard, they said that his kids own majority of Disney stuff now. And they just burning it to the ground. They always say your children will always succeed you, but sometimes, like, a lot of people don't, let me tell y'all something. When your kids are born into a life of riches, as in money, like, let's say you're a billionaire. Your kid's born into a billionaire, and you the father, you making billions of dollars. Your kids they won't give a F. They gonna burn your whole world down. That's why, like, you hear a lot of these billionaires talking, saying their kids not gonna get their fortune. They're gonna donate to charity. I be telling them, folks, you better off giving that to a homeless person that's on the street than charity or anybody. Because the charity people just gonna take the money. They ain't gonna give it to them kids. Them kids ain't gonna never see that money. I'm sorry to Bill Gates, because I think Bill Gates was one of the people that said it, but that money ain't going to them kids.
But something tells me this remake isn't going to be so well regarded. The problems began early on with the casting of Rachel Zegler as Snow White. Now, why was this a problem, you might ask? Well, the original German folktale describes the character as follows. Schneewittchen hat Lippen rot von einer Rose, Haar schwarz wie Ebenholz und Haut weiß wie Schnee. Or, in less world-dominating terms, Snow White had lips red as a rose, hair black as ebony, and skin white as snow. Skin white as snow.
But you know what's crazy? You can't tell that her skin is white, though, because of this animation we had back in the day. I always thought she was white. But, I don't know about the white as snow, but...
Skin white as snow.
And she's not white. She's kind of mixed, it looks like.
Sure, okay. I mean, you'd think that Disney might have learned from The Little Mermaid that imposing 21st century American cultural norms by race-swapping major characters from popular European fairy tales doesn't tend to go down too well, but whatever. As long as they nailed the characterization and stayed true to the themes and ideas of the original story, I'm sure it would all be fine.
This Snow White is gonna have a modern edge to her.
Hey,
Modern
look,
edge to her. A modern edge to her.
Cartoon was so focused on her finding true love, and it's really not even in her mind at all in this film. So focused on becoming the leader and how to find her own agency.
Bro, I already knew. She's just like, I'm no part of this. Leave me out of this. They didn't call me, so this is on her. Whatever happens to this show is on her.
Of course she does. Because why have a story about the redeeming power of love when we can focus instead on the only thing that truly matters in life? You. Don't you see? It's about what you want. What's best for you.
I'm not gonna say
what makes
nothing.
you happy. And everyone else can go fuck themselves. Now, where have I heard this sentiment before?
It's also updated with the current times, you know? It's not just all about a boy, you know? It's all about what she wants for herself.
Jesus, it's like a bunch of robots that have all been given the latest software download at the same time. You know, I love how Disney are still trying to sell this idea of strong, self-actualized female protagonists pursuing their life goals without the help of a man, as if it's some crazy new idea that's never been tried before, instead of, you know, the plot of literally every single movie and TV show they've made in the past 10 years. This isn't new or inventive anymore, and you're not impressing anyone with this shit. In fact, all you're really doing is taking away timeless elements of the original story and replacing them with a vacuous, shallow, and ultimately meaningless facade of female empowerment. You don't need a man, you don't need love, you don't need attachments to other people, in fact. You just need to be strong, be empowered, be a leader, and buy more of our products. I mean, okay, maybe the main character's a bit of a bust, but what about the dwarves? I mean, really, they were as much of a collective protagonist in the original movie as Snow White herself. They went through a real character arc together, they learned to work together, to take advantage of their unique skills, to risk their lives for someone else, and ultimately they learned the value of friendship, loyalty, and sacrifice. Oh wait, they're not actually dwarves anymore. Not since the towering intellect of Peter Dinklage weighed in on the film and decided that the portrayal of dwarves in the original movie was backwards and insulting.
Are you serious?
Peter, mate, you understand that those characters were actually the fantasy species of dwarf and not actual humans afflicted with dwarfism, right? Either way, the result was the same. Someone was angry and things had to change. The dwarves were shit-canned and changed into magical forest creatures, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean, and 7 roles that could have been played by dwarf actors were basically erased.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Honestly, you'd think that Peter would have been the bigger man and given his fellow actors a chance, but I guess not. Maybe he's got an elevated sense of his own importance or something. So let's consider what we've got so far with this thing. A classic European fairy tale about a young woman with skin as white as snow, played by an actress of Colombian descent, so that everyone can see themselves in 19th century German folklore. A story about the search for true love that's no longer about true love, in order to avoid offending the lonely middle-aged feminists that'll never actually watch the movie in the first place, and supported by 7 dwarves that are no longer dwarves in order to avoid offending Peter Dinklage.
Fuck.
But hey, at least it'll probably look good, right? I mean, these live-action movies cost hundreds of millions of dollars, so you can bet it's gonna be up there on screen for all to see.
That, you know what's crazy? When I saw this image, I was like, Disney finna... I ain't gonna say nothing.
Now, I have to admit, I didn't react to these pictures at first because, like a lot of people, I naturally assumed that they had to be fake. I mean, they've got to be, right? There's no way a big budget movie could possibly look this shit. And for a few hours at least, it seemed like I was right. Then the confirmation came back from a Disney spokesman that they were in fact real photos from the movie set.
My God, they're real.
I just can't anymore, man. This right here is the decline.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, everybody when they saw this, like, this gotta be fake. And then he was like, well, the thing is, I think he did come out and say it was fake, and then he said it was like pre-production. So that means like this, all this stuff is gonna change. This is like people just taking pictures of what, I don't know, but this is not it.
Of Western culture summed up in a single image, and this movie is the literal personification of everything wrong with modern entertainment. It's what happens when you're so desperate to showcase your progressive credentials and conform to the endlessly growing list of contradictory demands and nonsensical restrictions that you end up tying both of your creative hands behind your back. And what you ultimately produce is just as soulless, joyless, and pointless as the people you're desperately trying to win approval from. Because here's the thing, whenever you ask them what they want next, no matter how far you've already gone or how much you've sacrificed to try to appease them, the answer will always be the same. More. No matter how many concessions you make, how many problematic elements you mercilessly hack away from your story, how many progressive characters and themes and mindless talking points you awkwardly shove into your narrative, it will quite simply never be enough. There's always going to be another point of outrage, another demand for change, another rule that can't be broken, another piece of your creative freedom you're asked to give up, another piece of cultural heritage to be rewritten for a modern audience that doesn't exist. And you know what? They're fucking welcome to it.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Lion King made my childhood. That's what was on the top of my head. I couldn't think of the name. But Lion King, you did a damn good job back then, Disney. I don't know what you got going on now, but Lion King changed my childhood. It what got me through elementary school. I don't care if I was been made fun at or laughed at. Lion King was the shit.
If this is the kind of sterile, loveless, charmless, creatively bankrupt propaganda that you choose to serve up, then best of luck to you. Because if the reactions online are anything to go by, you're absolutely gonna need it. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Yeah, drinker. I agree with you, man. I ain't. Everything you said is right on. A nail in the coffin. Put him in the coffin. Man, I don't know what's going on. I mean, back then Disney was great. It was the stuff, man. Like I remember coming home being excited to watch my shows when they were on TV, eating a bowl of macaroni and cheese and some what else we had? Noodles. Eat noodles and watch my shows. Now I can't even defend it because I feel like if I defend Disney, people are gonna bash me so hard. So I'm just like, y'all can have it. It's all yours. You can have it. I'm not gonna even defend it. If I defend it, my fans, my views gonna come after me. You can have it. I don't even want it. Feel me? But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys for the love and support. Let me know if you enjoyed this reaction. Give this video a like, share, follow, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Fast. The infected or
Ellie, your mask. Here, we can share mine. No! Don't take it off! Ellie, stop! Ellie, stop! What? No! Ellie, no!
Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, do you see? Fuck. Dina. Shit. Can you run?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's fucking go!
Oh, she never told Dina.
Go. Don't! Run, Dina!
Ellie!
Oh my God, it's you.
Right here! Don't slow down!
This way! Hurry! Fuck!
She
Go right!
too.
Come on!
Dina. She's pregnant. For real? When you're pregnant, you have a baby in your stomach, you can't really move around.
Hey. What do you say we rest in that theater? That sounds so fucking good. Almost there.
It's like Evan didn't tell her she was immune. She didn't tell her she was pregnant. Damn.
I got you. Here. Got it? We're good. Come on. You want to tell me what's going on with you?
What's going on with me? Ellie, I just saw you breathe spores.
I
I'm immune. Okay. You're immune? Come on.
I was bitten a long time ago.
The fuck are you talking about?
I was bitten and nothing happened.